So let me talk to you about some of the books that I'll be looking at this year. Always, I start my year every year with Meditations from Marcus Aurelius. If you've not read this is the Gregory Hayes edition. Ryan Holiday over at the Daily Stoic turned me on to this. It's a really good version. If you've not had the chance to ever read this classic, highly suggest you dig into it. The way I do it is I read a little bit every day. I kind of treat it like a journal where I read 1 or 2 pages and then I reflect on it in my journal. So I'm going to get back to that. Speaking of Ryan Holiday, I'm working my way through the book Right Thing Right Now. This book is about good values, good character, good deeds. I've said that phrase many times, right? It's the right thing for me to do at the right time for the right reason. It was the right thing right now. That's kind of serendipitous because a friend of mine had given me this book just a few days before the layoffs were announced. So life has a way, right? She was kind enough to get me a signed edition. So thank you, Amy. Appreciate that. So I'll be continuing to work through that. These are books I haven't jumped into yet, but I'm going to over the holidays. Cal Newport's Slow Productivity, The Lost Art of Accomplishment Without Burnout. I've been listening to Cal's podcast on deep life and deep work. If you haven't had a listen on that, really good. But this book, I'm really looking forward to diving into it and understanding how I can be productive, but also efficient. All right, next. This guy is called the Dopamine Nation. I have a subscription to short form, which is, it takes nonfiction books and it summarizes them, kind of like a Cliff Notes. It's a cool little app. But I read the Cliff Notes in short form on this book and really liked it. It just talks about, again, some of these things that we do to indulge our lives and maybe finding balance in those areas. So I'm looking forward to reading this. This is a book called An Introduction to Internal Family Systems by Richard Schwartz. It's really a psychotherapy book. And the idea is that we all have different parts of us. If you ever said, well, a part of me wants to do this and a part of me wants to do that, right? It's starting to identify and name those parts. Pretty cool. Something I'm really enjoying the study of and kind of learning about. So that one. And then finally, a book I've been working my way through. As you can see, it's a big one. It's called D-Day. I decided, what I'm going to do is I'm going to learn about World War II. My father served in World War II. So I thought, I'm going to learn more about World War II. And I started with this Stephen Ambrose book on D-Day. It's been a very good read. It's taken me a while because I'm not a fast reader. I'm a slow reader, to be fair. I take my time. I like to take notes. I like to understand what I'm reading. And I'll branch off and look up stuff at Normandy and look up different cities. And yeah, so I'm ridiculous, but D-Day, working through it about almost halfway through it. So there you have it. My book list as I head into the new year. I'll be putting these on the website, kind of sharing my reading list with you guys. So listen, that's it. These are the books. I'm going to be hopefully talking about these in the new year. So wish me luck. Listen, thanks for joining me. Hope you have a great week and take care.